Hi y'all, this is John's Bikes and Blues, and today I'm working on a Qlink Commuter 250. Kind of an unusual bike. It's supposedly a clone of a Honda Helix, but it's not really. It's a 250cc scooter and supposedly runs 65 miles an hour or so. While they call it a clone, I say it's a very close copy. We're going to be changing the oil on it. I have had the engine running for a few minutes, just enough to get it warmed up and get the oil going. You're going to need a 17mm wrench, and the oil drain is right down here. Now I haven't done any of this, so it's going to be real time. Oh, there you go. Got that came loose pretty easily, actually. You put these on, you don't have to gorilla them on. Right. There's the drain plug, just about out. I see there's also a crush washer under it. We'll probably just inspect it and flip it over. And there you go. And of course I wore a bunch of that oil because I'm an idiot. Actually, the oil looks very clean. What this is a barn find. It's been sitting for at least 6 years, possibly 7 or more. A neighbor lady gave it to me because her husband passed away. One of my friends who used to ride motorcycles with him. And this was his. He sold his motorcycle before he passed away, but this was left over. So now I've already pulled loose, as you can see, the dipstick. Just let some airflow in there. This thing only holds almost 3/4 of a quart. 0.8, well, it's a little over 3/4. The 0.8 quart, which by my calculation is about 25.5 ounces. The next thing we're going to take loose is the oil filter. Typical to Honda, some of these smaller engines anyway, they really didn't have a replaceable oil filter. It's a screen that you clean. We're going to pull this out and see what we get. There should be a spring and a screen inside of here. There's the plug. And let me get another rag. I'm making a mess here. And here is the spring that holds the screen in. There should be a screen in there. I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah, and it is all full of junk. My God. I don't know if you can see in there or not. Probably not. Let me see if I can get a better shot. Yeah, it's pretty gunked up. So while this bike only has 2,400 miles on it, 2,200 miles, I don't think that's ever been changed or cleaned. Trying to get a hook or something, get in there and get that. Oh, look at all that. A lot of gunk. Look at that. That's amazing. I have no idea when the last maintenance was done, but it wasn't soon enough. I wonder if I can get that out with a magnet. Okay, maybe a bigger magnet.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, we're out walking. We like the little museum here. Well,
Unfortunately, I own all of them but that.
well,
That's a little fast for me.
Yeah, that's a little fast for me too.
I do estate sales for a living, and I'm about to do a big estate sales that has 3 Harley Davidsons in it.
Really?
One of them is a custom one back from the 70s.
All right, hang on one second. I got to put this on pause if I can remember. I'm making a film of how to change the oil in this thing, and I honestly don't remember how to pause it. I think I pressed this again. Okay, here is the screen, and you can see all of the crud on it. I'm going to clean that off and put it back in. Do it from the inside out. Clean where it came from out. Okay. Put the screen back in. Come on. And the spring. See if that'll actually push it back in there. That just doesn't seem right. Okay, that's better. Spring has got a smaller end that goes out, the big end goes in. plug back in. Flush washer looks like it's in good shape still. Probably could use a ratchet. But that's alright. There you go. So the torque on that is the German spec Gudentight. I'm sure there's a torque spec on it, but I don't know it. Alright, let's put our 25 ounces of oil in. And then we'll check it. By the way, I'm using Rotella 15W40 diesel oil. I always put that in the motorcycles, especially the metrics. Metric meaning, you know, is made in Japan or, in this case, Taiwan. And I got a phone call. Awesome. I'll call him later. Alright, let's just check it. Like all Hondas, you don't thread it in, you just put it in. And the dipstick is showing what? Almost full. So we're going to leave it like that and run it for a minute. And see. But there you go. Oil change on a Qlink Commuter 250. It's a 2009 model, by the way. See, it starts and runs beautifully. That should be enough to get the oil rolling around in there. I'm probably going to have to add just a little bit more. But actually anywhere halfway up the stick or better is just fine. And I'm seeing it about halfway up. Maybe add a little bit more here in a minute. There you go. That's simple. Oh, by the way, the bike is taken apart for other service. Like I said, it's been sitting for quite a while. I had to work on the fuel tank, cleaning it out. Had to put a new fuel pump in it. Had to rebuild the carburetor or clean it anyway. And we're just getting ready to go. So I've got a few more videos coming. Hope you watch. Bye.